guys, should we go outside? Go. Oh yeah? You guys want to go out? You bringing a toy? Bell's got a toy. Alright guys, good morning. This is RangerRob, and Sherry was behind me. She ditched me. She went into the garage. So anyway guys, today is Monday, which is Memorial Day, and you got a big shovel.
Yep.
What's that for?
Pig pooping.
It's a pig pooping. It's a pig pooping day. So we've been very busy. We haven't done a video in about a week and a half. So we got a lot of things to update you on. Our little tomatoes that you planted are doing really well. And really a lot of work has been done. Let's see, with the piggies. We built a new shelter. Not quite done yet, and Debbie and John helped us build those, thank goodness. And we've been working on the greenhouse. We'll show that to you. We've been working on the above ground garden, and today, your focus later on today at least, is mowing lawns.
Yep.
So yeah, lots of stuff going on. So we've had a very busy Memorial Day weekend, and we'll show you some of the results of it. And all these plants over here too, they're doing pretty good. So yeah.
Tell them what we did with the cold weather.
Yeah, these cold weather. If you're wondering what these buckets were for, is at night we cover the tomato plants with the buckets to help keep them warm, because it was getting close to freezing but not quite. Anyway, they survived just great. And yeah, so we're gonna work our way out to once we get the shuttle, our little side by side, and we'll go out to the greenhouse first and show you where we've been doing with the hydroponics. All right, here we go. Well guys, another thing we've been working on is the greenhouse. So all the hydroponics have been reset up. New perlite is in all the tanks here. The water system's been tested. The tank has been cleaned. And now today we're gonna actually plant some of our plants, which are mostly tomatoes and a couple peppers too. And just opened everything up. Got the fans going. And just noticed something was off. Anyway, but it's coming along. So the water system checked out right. Now we got to add chemicals to the tank, fill it up. It's already programmed, and yeah, we're pretty much there. So very happy to have the hydroponics working, and we'll just go from there. No big problems. Can't think of anything that didn't work. So we're just airing it out, cooling it off, and slowly get this thing back into service. And we're very happy about that. So should have lots of tomatoes and peppers. And also Sherry I was helping Sherry. She went ahead and started working on the pigs over there, but I got the cart. So we're gonna go take it over to her and catch up with her. And also I want to check on the pigs. Well, one of the other things we haven't shown you a lot is I have to be kind of careful when I walk in here. I'm using no crutches or anything, so I have to be careful. But I can lose my balance easy. But our feeder pigs right here are just got fed. They're eating right now. They get butchered actually next week. So anyway, they'll go off to be processed. They're going to be USDA. So one's kind of chubby, the other one's a little taller. They're not really big pigs, so I probably have to grow out some more feeders this year. And with Sherry, and checking on your piggies. So Sherry's getting ready to water them. I'm gonna go over and show you the bigger pigs over on the other side and show you some of the things that we did with them. One of the shelters that we built too, we want to show that to you too. So here we go. All right guys, so we're over by the bigger paddock, and this is where we keep the 4 breeders, which are next week are getting ready to get moved over to these paddocks over here, which we've been refurbishing. And I know you haven't seen the piggies for a while, so let's see who I got here. You can name the pigs better than I. So first pig.
This is Penny.
Yeah.
This is Desmond.
Desmond, there's the boy.
Zelda. And Annie.
So we think Annie was the first one that's gonna have her babies. I gotta take a look at her her tummy and see how she's swollen up. But basically we think she's gonna have babies first, and she is getting more swelled up. You can kind of see with the camera. But all 3 girls are pregnant, and they're getting their food right now. They're such pigs. Anyway, we're filling up their wallow. Sherry's distributing the food. There is more food to be had here. And then we'll be taking care of Maggie over across the way here, and she's out and about, which is good. And Sherry's straddling the fence, and going to feed her and water her up. And you can kind of see in the background is the new shelter. Now there's no roof on it yet. That's going to be maybe today. But now we have 3 paddocks. And we haven't figured out who's going to get wet yet, because Maggie is not a pregnant sow, but she's living in one of them. So we may have to do something interesting, because we gotta have all 3 girls furling here pretty soon, and it's gonna be pretty crazy. We could have up to 30 piglets. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, you can see we got this one in work. Just took the lid off. We can fold those lids off the roof, and we just got the new blockers in the back installed, getting ready to put it back together. So actually all the except for this one that doesn't have a roof yet, we're pretty much ready to go. So anyway, let me get out here, see how the pigs are doing. Maybe get you a closer look at Maggie. She's been doing really well, but she's in her house right now, but she'll come back out. All right, let's move on. All right, as I'm working my way over to Maggie's, you can see this shelter here. We had to put new bars in the back, which is kind of hard to see from here. But if all these shelters for furling, the roofs lift off, and we can clean them out that way. So maybe come around here. I don't move that fast anymore. And here's what these shelters look like, where we had to put the new bars in the back. They help protect the piglets from the mamas. Heat lamp will be put in here. We'll put the roof back on pretty soon. And let's go take a look at Maggie's, the new shelter back here. This is actually Maggie's shelter. Thought it was stick her nose in there and say hi to Maggie. Gotta be careful where I walk. There's Maggie right there. Hi Maggie. Hey baby. You hungry? Huh? Hey girl. Hi. That is one big pig. Anyway, she's cooling off, staying in the shade. Sherry's filling up her wallow, and I'm gonna go back out. All right, guys. Here's the third paddock for or house for the babies right here. So anyway, we got that built. It's still got to put a roof on it. There's Maggie, by the way. She came out and she really likes her wallow, and it's just been filled up, so she's going to play in her wallow and get all wet. Today or sometime this week we'll put the roof on this thing, and we did put the separators in the back, so she's ready to go. Just got to put the roof on, and we'll be ready for 3 sets of piglets pretty soon. So yeah, we're glad to get that done. And once again, thanks to John and Debbie. They helped us build this. They did most of the work, so we appreciate it. What do you think there, Maggie? You're still a big pig. Alright guys, one of the last things I wanted to show you really quick is our above ground gardens. So the first 4 above grounds have all been transformed to strawberries. So this is what they look like. And they've all been replanted. Got a lot of new stuff which is now taking. So that's looking good. So those 2 above grounds are done. And these 2 over here have been planted. And they're just planted, so it's just as the new ones are starting, so they're looking pretty good. But first couple of days they look sad until they take, and yeah, so far they're doing good. Now we got 4 more planters down here, which we'll tackle in a couple of days, probably next weekend. Right now strawberries were our highest priorities. We had to refill dirt and all this stuff to get moved out here with limited manpower is actually quite hard. Anyway, we're really happy that we got the strawberries planted. We should be flourishing in strawberries really well during the summer. So anyway guys, it's getting warm out here, and I got to start working on a greenhouse. So there you go. Another thing I forgot to point out to you with the garden out here is we fenced the whole thing all the way up to the front. And why did we do that? Because of our crazy dogs. So anyway, we still have a lot of work to do in the gardens here. This middle and the far side we're not doing anything with this year, just because of health concerns, but we got some of it going and we're happy about that. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, so I'm in a greenhouse again. We're getting ready to set up the hydroponics. So the first thing I did is we filled up the water tank down here, and it holds about 30 gallons. And so the what we put in our water is I gotta think about it, master blend. Then we also use calcium nitrate and also Epsom salt. And the ratio is 2 scoops per 5 gallons for the calcium nitrate and the master blend. And for Epsom salt, it's 1 part per 5 gallons. So it's basically, I was doing about 6 scoops. Anyway, so I've added it to the tank, and I'm going to add a little bit more water to the tank to blend it together. Then put the lid on it, and I have the water running already. If you look over here, you can see that I have timers. So I have one timer, it goes off about every hour or so for 15 minutes to water all these buckets, and that's all you need. For the other timer is for my fans, and yeah, anyway, so it's all set up and running. So basically I'm going to add a little bit more water to this tank just to blend the water together better with all the chemicals in it. And then I'm going to actually plant a pepper plant right here, right over here, in this one here. And once again, I just put a hole in the, well, dig a little hole in the perlite and put it in there, and then let her rip. So anyway, it's a little early in the year to plant peppers, but I'm gonna go ahead and do one and see how we do here. So anyway, so let me get this tank filled up the rest of the way, working putting the cover on here. This is kind of help the evaporation. And yeah, we're slowly getting this hydroponics up and running. Well, one of the last things I did was get the cover on the tank, got that all closed up, and then the plant right here is a pepper plant. And basically put that right into the perlite as deep as you can. Try to cover up as much of the plant as possible. And these take a while, but what's going on is the little feeder right now is feeding the plant through the tube right there, and we got that right at the root. And so sorry about that. So she's running really good. Got the timers on, the water will go off and on throughout the day. And yeah, so we got a first plant going. We have to monitor this closely because it's a little early. It's before June 1st, and usually you don't plant around Central Oregon until after almost June 10th. So anyway, so it'll struggle for a while, but hopefully it'll take. And so I get my first pepper plant planted, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's move on. Well, guys, it's been a long week. We've been very busy doing projects, so it's actually very makes us very exhausted, and so I didn't do a lot of recording. So this week I thought I'd just summarize what's been going on. We've been very happy about the help we've been getting from John and Debbie. We got the pig shelter almost done. Plus they helped us out with just a lot of miscellaneous things. The build of the shelters were very helpful. We needed somebody that was a little bit in better shape than I was. So anyway, that was really great, and we're very thankful to them for that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video right here. I'll try to do videos a little bit more often. But the weather has been kind of funny. Then when the hot temperatures come, it really slows us down. So our biggest function, our highest priority is getting our projects done, especially before the piglets start coming, and it's getting really close. So anyway, we're hoping that turns out really well, but we'll cross our fingers. We still got to get out there and add hay to all the different paddocks and stuff, and still got lots of work to do, a lot more planting to do in the above grounds. Anyway, we're not going to do very much this year, but it is spring and you got to get it in the ground pretty soon, so we're running out of time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your blessings. Please take the time to subscribe and share, and get our videos out there. It really helps us out. So guys, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
This video is made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now.